Hey, happy Sunday and happy 300th show to me. Anyways, hey everybody. I didn't go live. You know why? Because it's Sunday night and we had a crazy busy weekend. Starting on Thursday, and now it's probably about, I don't know, it's about 10 o'clock Sunday night. And I was supposed to have a special occasion. I was talking about going live with the 300th show. Didn't get around to that. Anyways, we're here, and this is my 300th show. And thank you all for sort of giving me some themes. You didn't really. Well, one person did. My buddy Andy from Ajax, Ontario, uh, said, "Talk about your stuff, talk about your guitars." I think I do that already, Andy, but you want to hear more, but that's fine. But yeah, I started doing this show. Yeah, it's 300 shows, so it's not 300 weeks, because when I started doing my Sunday show, it wasn't always Sunday. I just was trying to put together some content and just throw stuff out there. And I got the inspiration. I think I was a little intimidated by YouTube shows, only because there were a lot of people that I was watching who had this perfectly done show with camera angles, lighting, um, different camera angles, cut to another shot, other things going on. Guys that had the budget, guys that had guys who could edit, guys who can edit, which I can't do really, but. So I just kind of strayed away from it. And if you look at my YouTube, go to my YouTube channel, you'll see some of my early attempts at videos, and some of them are bad. They're all down here in the coffee studio, cold coffee studio here, and they're all down here. Some of them have my son Jacob in different stages of his growth in life. That's how long we've been doing videos. And but the Sunday show idea came up through a guy named Tom Bukovac, who during COVID just set up his phone in his garage and just kind of riffed away. And Tom is a highly sought after Nashville session player. Plays with the likes of Ann Wilson from Heart. He was touring in her touring band. He was also in Joe Walsh's touring band for a while. And anyways, he told stories, really casual, had some beautiful guitars, played really just a flawless player, and just really casual show, just like me, hits record and goes, and I thought, hey, something, I just did a show like that. So I just started during COVID. I just started doing shows. I did about 2 or 3 a week until it got a little tiresome, and then we were doing a lot of stuff, live streaming with the family's music and everything. The family during COVID, our family, Angela, Kaylee, Jacob, and I, we used to set up in our living rooms and do live streams every Sunday. Sometimes we did them on Saturday, but we kind of did them on Sunday too. And I coincided my Sunday show with that show, and we kind of talked about things. And if you've been with me that long, you'd know this stuff already. But then I started getting into a weekly show, so that's why it's not 300 weeks. It's been every week for the last at least 3 years or so. But thank you for watching. It's been great. Plan on keep. I'm not ending this anyway. I'm gonna keep going. It's busy sometimes, so I don't always get to it. I think a couple weeks ago I kind of did it on, I think, like Wednesday or Thursday night. I did my Sunday show, which is not acceptable, I would think, but things get busy. And just stuff about me. I'm really, really, really happy with my musical situations these days. Got 3 projects on the go of different styles and sizes, and obviously one is very big, and others are just as important in my life. And it's just great to get out there at my age to play, enjoy myself, and be able to spread the happiness, if you will, other than anything else. Just go out there, play music, and make people happy, and that's a great thing. And it's great, and I'm really very, very grateful that I can still do that and keep doing it in a bigger way. So thanks guys for watching me on this show. Lots of gear, lots of guitars. I own. I stopped counting at 97. I have a 97. I think I'm way over. I mean, I should be keeping track if I'm at 100 or whatever, but yeah, I'm about 97 guitars, and you see a lot of them on this show. But this one here is a 1983 Ibanez Roadstar 2. I've posted this guitar on Ibanez vintage sites and got not many comments because it's probably sacrilege to do what I have done to this guitar. But like any player out there, these guitars, I do not have any vintage guitars that are collectible in my 97 or 100, I don't know what I have, collection. They're all tools. They're all tools that we use to play, and I mod them out. I chop pieces out. I've ripped tone controls out and leave holes gaping in the guitar. I have a few like that, and they have their own war stories. This one's got a lot of road rash, which is real. And this was my first good brand name guitar that I ever owned. It was an Ibanez, and bought it from a guy named Rob Briggs, who was he played in a band with a bunch of guys at my high school, but he didn't go to my school. He went to a different school, and he was selling this thing, and I bought it, and he didn't want to tell me what he was going to buy when he sold this one, but he bought a BC Rich Mockingbird, which was just beautiful, a white guitar, and I saw him at a basement party the next day. I said, "Oh yeah, I see what you did with the money, right?" And he was just like laughing. Sadly, Rob passed away in an accident. I think it was a motorcycle accident just a few years later. So this guitar is kind of special to me because it's kind of the spirit of Rob, and who I didn't know that well, but I knew his buddies in his band really well. And this guitar is kind of like my Eddie Van Halen Frankenstein, because this is the third neck it's had on it. I got the reverse headstock came around the new years of when Extreme came out. I said I'm gonna try a reverse headstock. I don't like them. I don't like tuning the guitars like this, but I mean it's a Floyd guitar, so you do most of your tuning down here anyways. But I'm not a fan of. I like the way they look. I don't like the way they work for me logistically, if you will. But it does look great on this guitar. And the body is basically stock. The pickups are stock. They came with the chrome or the gold covers, which I took off. And but all electronics, other than me ripping the tone control out of here because I don't use those. I don't. But and then it's got a real Floyd on it. That's an original gold Floyd on there, which was put on this guitar by Brian Mascaron at Music City in Mississauga, which is no longer there, and I have no idea where Brian is, who's the best repairman ever. He did Rick Emmons guitars at the time, and he put the Floyd in for me. And I've actually refurbished this Floyd. I started playing. This guitar has been in and out of my life in my live row. It's back in now. It's actually in the Bon Jovi show because it's the drop D guitar for Lay Your Hands on Me. So I kind of I just dropped D. It's got the D-Tuna on here. It also, for you guys who care about this kind of stuff, under the hood, it has a 42-inch block, which gives you a tone, gives you lots more tone. It's got these nice red noiseless springs, and it's got, if you look in there, it's got a stopper there, which is what you need when you use one of these D-Tunas. And I've refurbished things. I put a different insert for a different type of bar in here. Just redid everything, and it's kind of like overhauling an engine in the engine room, and now this thing screams. And really big, powerful guitar, and it was my first good one, so I kept it for a long time. Put different necks on it. I had a Jackson style neck on it. The original neck is why I'm looking over here is because it's on another guitar, which I'll get for you right now because you want to see it. It's on another Ibanez. This is a Ibanez, some kind of Roadstar. I just bought the body off of eBay years and years ago, And since it was an Ibanez, this is the original neck from the Roadstar. 21 frets, big dots, rosewood, and I did not like the Roadstar headstock, so I shaved it off, got rid of the Ibanez thing. So again, the vintage Ibanez people would kill me for this, and kill me for this because this is kind of a mess too, you know. Just it's wide open. This guitar doesn't work right now. That's why it's wide open. I'm working on it, but that's where the neck went. Onto this other Ibanez guitar, back here in my world. Anyways, I'm glad I can be part of your world every Sunday. Hope you enjoy it. I like your comments. Love your comments, actually. You're always very, I find no one really complains much, and no one really gives me trouble like other people out there, or, you know, or complains about my playing, because you should be, because I don't even practice this stuff before I come on here. So, if stuff doesn't sound right, that's what happens when you don't practice. I know I practice, but I don't practice the stuff I play on the show. I just come up with an idea, come on the screen, talk, ramble on like I am rambling on right now, and that's my shows. And I've got 300 of them. And some of them have repeats. Some of them get a little crazy because, you know, when Eddie Van Halen passed away, I think I did shows about Van Halen for the next 6 weeks or something like that, or not even more. I think I did 2 months worth of shows just about Eddie, and rightfully so. King of Guitar, he passes away, and then why not do a bunch of shows about one of the best in the world at the time, at any time. What am I saying? See, rambling on. Switch gears. Lots going on in the world of my music. Thank you all in Guelph, Ontario, for a great show at River Run-In on Thursday, October 2nd. That was an amazing show. Amazing crowd, only because there was not that many of them, and they just sounded like a full house. So it was like, I don't know, 200 people maybe, in a place that held about 4 or 5. So it looked a little not full, but man, did it ever sound huge when they were screaming and yelling, which we make people do. So, this weekend, doesn't sound too good, is it? There you go. That's better. I will be with my brothers at Bridge, with Bridge on Fire, my brothers in Bridge. Kitchener, Ontario, at a beautiful club called Dallas. We are headlining. We have another opening band with us in front of us. It's Oktoberfest, so it'll be rocking. Come on out if you're in the Kitchener area, or if you're in the Hamilton, Cambridge area. Come this way, as we won't be back that way in a little while. Actually, we will in November. In November we will, not in October. But we got that, and then stay same area: Port Dover, Brantford, Cambridge. All that area. Keep the Faith will be at the Lighthouse Theatre in Port Dover. An early show for you guys on a Sunday afternoon. No excuses why you can't come to the show. 2 p.m. on Sunday, October 19th. Early. Well, we're going to be tired because the boys and I have to be at sound check and load in very early in the morning. And for musicians, that's like 9 on a Sunday. There's 9 on a Sunday. What's that? I don't even know what that is. Actually, I do, because I'm always down here rambling on with you guys. But earlier in my musical career, there were no Sundays. You know, you drove, you got home probably Sunday. Well, we thought it was Sunday morning, and I slept through Sunday. That's why I've never watched much NFL at all, because you know what you want to waste your Sunday? Sorry. My friend John Tucker will be mad at me for cutting up NFL. Sorry for not such an exciting 300 show. I didn't go live. Maybe I will still go live. I couldn't do it this weekend because we had a lot of stuff going on coming off of the gig. We had some stuff going on Friday. Saturday, I had another gig with Jacob last night. And we were supposed to have our Avalon fundraiser concert today with a bunch of kids and stuff like that from our school. I had to cancel it, or I'm going to use the word postpone, because I think I'm going to try and run it in the next couple of weeks. Lots of illnesses, including my wife Angela, one of our most popular voice teachers, sick in bed. She had family health issues with some people in her family, and other people and other students were dropping off because of illness and stuff like that. So we thought, something, we can't do the show without these people, so we are going to postpone. Hopefully no one showed up at the hall today, but I didn't get any calls. And I read people call me, so I think I did a good job at letting everybody know that our show was canceled and postponed to a later date. We're looking at, I'm not even gonna say it because I can't commit to anything, but we do have an Avalon December concert coming up on Sunday, December 7th. If you are interested in that, that was a mouthful for 300 shows. Thanks so much for hanging with me. If you've been with me for all 300 shows or thereabouts, drop me a comment and say how many shows you've actually seen, because that would be interesting to see. And I know a lot of people don't want to admit to watching my show. Maybe it's just, a lot of people just watch and just flick, or just maybe watch the first 5 minutes and just go. But anyways, yeah, we love guitars here. We love music here. We love classic rock here. We love playing live here. We love repairing things. We love doing all kinds of things. I'm going to try and do a lot more content coming up in the next little while. If this video looks a little different, I actually have a new phone. Yes, for the people who have been complaining about how I get back to them and communicate with them and pictures and stuff like that. Especially the people in Keep the Faith, where my phone was crapping out on their group chat and all stuff like that. So I have a new phone now. I've stepped into the 2000s and actually got a half decent phone. No, I didn't have a flip phone or a BlackBerry before, but it was pretty old. I'm not into this changing phones every year. Isn't that what they want us to do? Anyways, thanks for all the cheer and the congrats on the 300th if you're going to do that. I don't know. Anyhow, I'm tired. If you haven't noticed already, I'm going to bed. Have a great one. Take it easy. There will be 300 more if I have anything to do it. See you later. Bye-bye.